Hey everybody, I am here to kind of go off of where I left off from my last IVF video, and that was in terms of metformin. So I was supposed to start the metformin 1500 milligrams a day on the step-up program with the extended release pills. This is my metformin. It is the extended release, and I do now take 3 times a day. I was supposed to I started the metformin the Tuesday before the 4th of July, which after I took it, I then realized, oh my gosh, I'm traveling on Sunday. I should have just waited till we got back home. But I didn't want to stop and then restart because I've heard horror stories about people having a fine experience with metformin and then forgetting for a few days and then restarting and it being awful, or going from awful to forgetting for a few days or stopping for a few days and then going back on it and then it being even worse. So I didn't want to stop it. I just decided that I wouldn't step up until I got home, which would be the Tuesday after 4th of July. So I started those at night. The Thursday after the 4th of July, I started one in the morning and one in the night. And then just this Tuesday, I started the 3rd pill because I kept forgetting. And in the middle of the day, if there's like a pill or something I need to take, I'm generally wrapped up in stuff with my kids. So I don't tend to remember. I have to set alarms and stuff for myself if I need to remember something like that in the middle of the day. So, weight-wise, I did get up, well, we'll do that at the end. So, my experience specifically with 500 milligrams was really good, actually. I was terrified. I do know that it does take my body quite a bit of medicine to react to most medicines in terms of anesthesia, especially local anesthesia. I don't know quite about regular anesthesia. I've been under the knife twice, and both times they've told me I needed more than normal. Local anesthesia, I needed way more than normal. In terms of fertility meds, I tend to need more than normal. And the longer that I'm on something, generally speaking, the more my body gets used to it. And that happens a bit quicker than most people. So I didn't know what to expect, but all I have heard is horror stories. I think I've seen one YouTube video that wasn't so bad. So I was really careful that first few days. I didn't eat any cheese. I didn't eat any dairy products at all. I was very careful to take it with a meal, to drink tons and tons and tons of water. I drink about 1 gallon a day, and I upped it from there, which had me peeing so often. It was ridiculous. But I didn't have any issues, none. I did end up eating pizza, and normally we don't get super greasy, nasty pizza. But for whatever reason, that Friday we did. I think it was because the wait time at our normal place was so long that we just went to like a Pizza Hut, and it was super greasy. And I did have an upset tummy after that, but I also tend to have an upset tummy when I eat super greasy pizza, specifically with Pizza Hut. I've noticed for whatever reason. I like Pizza Hut pizza a lot. It's probably one of my favorites, but I also tend to get the most upset stomach from Pizza Hut pizza. So, I did have an upset tummy from there and a little bit looser stools. This is going to be a TMI video. But no diarrhea. So I stayed on that, and then we were traveling. So Sunday I did bring sandwiches and stuff to eat. So we didn't have too much greasy food, but we did have some Burger King or something Burger King, because they have a veggie burger. So we did have Burger King for dinner, and my tummy did okay. Not the greatest, but not bad. Again, I was eating mostly super processed, not so great foods that day, so I kind of expected it. Throughout the week, we ended up eating a lot more crap than we're used to because we were traveling, because we were at my parents' house for a while. And there's a whole story behind that I probably won't share on YouTube. But then we were also at my brother's house, and we stayed in a hotel one night. And that night I was so hungry, and the only thing that was open, because it was almost midnight, it was the 4th of July. The only thing that was open was a pizza delivery place, which was, I think, Domino's, which I haven't seen a Domino's around here in for ages, but whatever. It was all that was open, and I was starving. So I got some, and it was so greasy and so salty that I did end up having a bout of diarrhea that night. And I'm not sure if it's because of the mix of the metformin and the pizza, or the pizza in general, but that night was not a good night. When I came back the following Tuesday, I did up my metformin on that Thursday to the 1,000 milligrams. Within that week, there were a couple times that I ate some greasier foods, and that's when I did end up having some bouts of diarrhea. And I did notice that as soon as those, I'll call them episodes, those episodes were done, my stomach felt a lot better. So it was a pretty easy fix. It was just, go to the bathroom and I was fine. This Tuesday, I did start on the 1,500 milligrams. I've had some crappy food this week because I've had 4 kids this week. I've been watching another little boy and my niece. So there was a couple times in there that we didn't necessarily have the best foods, and I did have an upset tummy the other day, but I don't think that was actually metformin related. Other than that, metformin's been really simple and easy for me. It's just remembering to take it 3 times a day, and I haven't really had too many episodes. So that's kind of it. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask, and I will talk to you guys later.